Hello, investor and trader. Welcome back to another episode of Live Day Trading Recap. So the past couple of days, the market has rallied up pretty good. If you watched my previous video like a month ago, I did kind of stated that, hey, September is a red month, but don't feel bad because towards the end of October is our earnings, and guess what happened? Here we are, when the market rallied up like crazy for the past couple of days. The Dow up like 500 points, then up 400 points, then up 300 points, until up 200 points. I'm like, dude, when is it gonna be red, right? I thought that was kind of funny. So the market up a lot, right? And then I saw Clorox this morning where it tanked. Clorox finally breaks below 160 since August. So now it's like a new low. How low can this thing go, right? So I'm kind of want to catch this knife, but I didn't do so well. So let me roll the footage. So right here, I'm just pretty much analyzing. Okay, let's check out the daily. All right, and let's check out the weekly. Like the process of day trading for me. Then I check out the monthly. Look at the moving averages. How low can it go? Since this is the first time I break below 160 in a very long time. And then I saw this big red candle on the first five. This is 5 minutes. So I'm like, okay, I'm not gonna trade this candle because this is like a solid red. I'm gonna wait a little bit. Meanwhile, waiting, I just check out other stocks. For instance, I was looking at Skyworks, but I didn't trade it. Just watching. And then I have an order right here for Monster Energy put option, selling puts. I'll go over this trade in a little bit because you guys are not going to see on this screen yet. But I have multiple screens, so that's why I decided to put that order there. Meanwhile, waiting for Clorox. Okay, now almost half an hour later into trading. Now Clorox got my attention now because this is the first bull trap right here. I think right here is pretty good. The RSI and the stochastic is super low now, to like 14. That's very low on a 5 minute. I think this is the bottom, but I just want to play a little bit safe. But that little bit safe kind of got me a little bit, where kind of limited my profit. So I noticed that it could bounce off the whole number because 157 is a whole number. I'm just waiting for it to pull up a little bit, and then I enter. Volume is pretty low too. Notice it forming a little pin bar, but I didn't wait for the confirmation. I just jumped right in, so that was my mistake. All right, there I go. 1,000 shares. Pushed the stock up a little bit, and then it went back down. Went down a little bit, but not much. I was close to the bottom, but not quite. I'm off by almost $1, man. That's like $1,000 right there because I have 1,000 shares. So it's kind of suck. So right here, notice here is already been like what 20 minutes into trading, and I noticed the stock has not popping up already. I'm like, come on, man. So this got me a little bit worried. Not by a lot worried, but I'm like, oh man, now my profit is less. Okay, here is the Monster Energy drink. Let me pause this. So this is my other screen. So I know the same thing. It's falling. Then it finally break below the 85 because I've been watching 85. If you watch Monster Energy drink on the daily chart, 85 been holding up pretty good. Today is the first day that it breaks below and also down 1%. Meanwhile, the overall market is up pretty decent amount. And I know the pin bar began to form. So I think this is the bottom. So that's why I decided to use the limit order here at $3 for put option. And then eventually I got filled somewhere down here. Okay, back to Clorox. Notice something right here now. Earlier when I jump in right here, this red moving average is like way up here because this red moving average will act as a resistance. So now my profit is getting lower and lower and lower. I'm talking about my profit target. This is the profit target I was watching because of this right here, where it bounced and then it breaks. But notice this first is this resistance right here. Second is this moving average rate closer and closer. There's like a double-edged sword, right? Or double confirmation that, oh yeah, this price is going to have a hard time break above it. So that's why I decided to sell right there. It's approaching near it. And notice I gave it a lot of time, almost half an hour, and it still does not pop up. So I just exit. Small little gain, 280 bucks. Mistake was I did not wait for a confirmation right here. But at least I know that I'm getting close to the bottom. Like right here. Instead of jumping in right here, I jump in, somewhere right here. But yeah, that's the whole idea. Next trade. THO. THO looks pretty good right here. I have a limit order, but the stock took off already. So eventually I canceled the order. But I did want to enter right here at the $0.50. Sorry, the video was paused. So you see my order pretty soon, but didn't get filled. I used limit order because the spread was pretty wide. There my limit order, but it never got filled. So that was a bummer. So I decided to cancel it because the stock rate took off. AMD. Let me pull back a little bit. So right here, pretty much like scalp trading. I noticed that the momentum is pretty good. This is a pretty solid candle, followed by another high and higher low. So I decided to scalp it or chase it, what you want to call it. Small size, only 1,000 shares. So I only hold this for a minute something. Cause I don't plan to hold like a whole dollar. You know what I mean? Just a little bit, maybe like a couple $100 and get out. So let me pass for a little bit. I want to get above 75 cents to make it worth the trade. Cause I know that it could hit potential up to here, the pre-market high. So 75, 78 cents is not so bad because there's more room to the upside. But I think it's getting too overextended at this point. So that was a quick $278. And then I decided to jump in MGen. Notice THO right here. I want to get in a $0.50, but didn't happen because I knew this was going to happen. But I didn't, But oh well, it is what it is. And then I jumped in MGen. MGen, I just jumped in. I thought that I could, go up higher, faster, but no, that didn't happen. So I'm like, oh man. So quick in, quick out. Pretty much didn't count. Waste 2 trades. Yeah, well, right when I saw the inverted just slightly, it scares me already because number one is double top. Number two, it didn't pop as fast as I wanted to go higher. So that was not a good trade. So don't mind that one. And then MRNA. Oh wait, sorry. So MRNA right here looks pretty good, right? Bounce off of the 31 and consolidate here for I don't know, like 30 minutes. Finally, a big green candle. Finally above this red moving average, which acts as a resistance. So I was waiting for a higher high and a higher low. And it looks good, right? Right there. The whole body of the candle is above this red moving average. So I thought, okay, I think this is good. This is good. So now I'm just waiting for a higher high. Right there, right? Higher high. It looks good. So I decided to jump in. Small size, 300 shares. But damn, I got tricked. At this point, I'm like, okay, it looks pretty good, you know. But what got me worried was this stochastic right here. It's getting kind of high. I don't like to jump in when the stochastic is getting a little too high because it's gonna pull back, you know, eventually. So right now it's looking good, but I'm not really like, you know, confident that okay, this thing can probably go up to here because that was my original target. But then this thing just moved up a little too fast. So right there, I decided to sell Monster Energy drink, limit order, and I got out right there on MRNA simply because lower high and a lower high. And notice this casting is slowly sloping, so I'm like, nope, I'm out. So that was a small little loss. Kind of disappointed. I thought I was gonna pop a little bit and then go back down. So down 300 bucks. Then I just pretty much AFK the entire day. Meanwhile, AFK, my order went through for Monster Energy. There we go, it got filled. So let me pass forward. There we go. So let me pause this. Okay, so I bought the contract. I sold the contract right here. I used the limit order contract right here. So pretty much, you know, buy low, sell high. Because when I sell cash security put, that means I'm bullish on the trade, and it bounce. As it bounce, I make money off of my contract, and then you know, just sell because you know I think 500 bucks is good enough. Besides, I think this is kind of overextended because the pre-market high was right here, not pre-market high, but start out the day. Just decided to sell the contract. On top of that, I don't want to hold Monster Energy drink right now overnight, simply because the market has been very green for the past 4 or 5 days. If you notice, I'm talking about the overall index. I'm expecting a red candle show up tomorrow or Wednesday or Thursday or Friday, like a little pullback. Because when a stock move like this, like up and up and up, let me go here. For example, like the Qs, right? This is the daily Q. Look at that. This is a lot of green, man. There's a gap right here that needs to be filled in, right? I think after earnings for the tech stock sometime next week, it may create a double top right here, then go back down potentially. I don't know. I'm just saying because there's a gap right here that needs to be filled eventually. Don't know when. Could be next month. Could be December. But it's coming, and they're gonna pull the market down with it. Notice the stochastic on the daily is getting kind of high right here. So just something to be aware. On top of that, I do not like it when the moving average is really far. Sorry, when the stock price is far away from these moving averages. I like it when it's much closer. They give me a little bit of ease to hold stock overnight if I have to. So that's why I don't want to hold Monster Energy drink overnight. Because if this decided to pull back down or the SPY, the S&P 500, there's a gap right here. Yeah, if the market decide to pull back, it's gonna definitely pull this down with it. And notice here, lower high, lower high, lower high. See, so I'm pretty much catching the falling knife on the daily. But let's see how low can this thing go. But overall, this stock is still good. You know, that's why I don't mind holding this stock if I have to. But I prefer not. Maybe hit 82. I don't know, or 80 right here. But we will see. It'd be nice to go down here though. I mean, that'd be awesome. A little correction for the Monster Energy drink. Overall, this stock is pretty dang good. I mean, over the past 5-10 years, been uptrend. Oh, I don't know if you guys noticed or not, but ever since this Monster IPO, man, it is such a phenomenal performance, which is kind of crazy. Hey, look, oh, that's pretty cool. Check it out. This blue moving average right here is getting near it, which is what 80, 84, I think. 84. Hmm. All right, I guess that's it for today. Kind of long video already, 14 minute. All right, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.